Okay, so now we don't have to worry about lighting up all of the lamps everywhere. Now we can get past you. That's what I wanted to do before. This is for making me injured. Because I thought maybe I might have to figure out a way past you. We get an achievement for murdering the poor helpless thing on the wall. We're a killer. Probably killing a certain amount of monsters. Still. Fuck. Not like this. Fuck. Okay, he caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting him. I should have been careful. Should have been more careful. Okay, so now that should be open in the realm of reality. And that'll allow us to progress. Is there anything else in here whilst we're here? You know, I was like, cattle prods. I bet everyone does that. Inevitably, everyone must do that. And then it's like, you fucked up. Okay. Now, are there any more monsters out there? I don't think so. So we're probably safe to carry on. Right. Then we have to go to Dr. Wilderberger's office, wherever that is. Camera. There we go. I was going to say it became a first aid kit. Homemade stabbing weapon capable of releasing electric charge. Yes, it's a cattle prod. Okay. So that's a melee electric item to stun enemies, I guess. Can't open it. Okay, so other than maybe that door, which I should check if we can pull the thing, we've done everything. And then we're heading to someone's office. There's a restroom, needs a special key. Store, kitchen, archives, public restroom, studio. Dentist room, eastern corridor. I don't know where we're heading. I actually don't know where we're heading. Dr. Wilderberg. Let's go talk to the priest again. Like, all that did, well, I mean, maybe there's some progress to be made with having a light on us. You know, maybe there were some monsters that we couldn't fight before.
Where can I find Dr. Williams' office?
Yes.
You can find
on the
Dr.
second
Williams'
floor.
office on the second floor of the West Wing.
Of the West Wing? That says east! I don't know. Might be lying.
Father. Stay safe.
Is it the west or to the left? To the left of me or to the left of the map or to the left of you? Because we were facing in opposite directions. To the east, to the west. It's go west. Where the office is. Left. This is west. East. This is east. Office. Okay, so it's probably the one that's labelled office. Then disinfectant. I don't think we ever went in the disinfectant. Also, our ammo is looking very very concerning. But I guess we've got this electric cattle prod now, which should stun enemies. Right? And maybe it works better as a melee. There's probably inevitably an enemy out here. Wait, it has ammo. Ooh, it has 3 charges. That's a problem. That goddamn balustrade every time. We have killed most things though, so there shouldn't be too much to worry about. I'm half expecting new monsters to start appearing though. You know? Made some progress. I feel like something else is going to come out. You know, I just kind of had a feeling that new monsters were going to have spawned. And indeed they have. He's still going to be aggro. Okay. I had a feeling. I could just tell. I could just tell. We hit a progress point. And of course, new monsters are going to have spawned. I wonder if that, like, overwrites the old ones. And, like, you know, if you hadn't killed them, they just vanish at that point. And obviously the dead bodies remain. I just had a feeling. That these monsters are going to have spawned. Okay, so we're not going into the dining room. We need a key for... Okay, let's not slowly walk by them. You know, when we run past them and they didn't drop, I was like, did I turn them off and they don't attack anymore? Nope. At least they missed. At least they missed. Okay, so that has a battery in it. And then the battery probably let us go up top, and I'm sure we've done everything we needed to do up. Sure. Okay, the twins have writing on the wall that we've read. Awful torture machines that don't appear to be used in a long time. Okay, we can't interact with that, that's just lore. I hear that monster. And then all of a sudden it just cuts off when we change the camera angle. Why couldn't we save that? That's a typewriter and I have the thing. Wouldn't let us save though. Okay, so we've come out of the library and we need to go to that office at the end. There's probably new monsters. Okay, he's dead. The thought was maybe he might be back alive. He could have been. What is this kissing statue? Ew. It's locked from the other side. Okay. That is where we need to go, though. Okay, so if we go through the bedroom, we can get in there. Bedroom is this. Needs a floppy disk. Can't open it. How have we missed a floppy disk? How have we missed that? We're gonna have to go back to the priest and he's gonna be like, oh, by the way, you need this to get in there. Or should we have found a floppy disk? That's an angry, growly monster. Why is there an angry, growly monster? Okay, let's go back to the priest. Carefully. Teapots. Let's go check out this door. We've got a key. And maybe it's multiple use. I know it's only got the geometric sides, but maybe it can open... Of course. Of course, there are new monsters. Don't have the ammo. Be dealing with them. Sadly. Don't run. You know, we've used all our ammo killing everything, so... Okay, so from here on out it's relatively safe. I must have just missed something in there, like a floppy disk somewhere. It's probably in that coffin, isn't it? Let's go back into the other realm. See if we can interact with the coffin. Hello, frames? Okay, no, I didn't say hello, ass. Open that door. Okay, let's go check out the ends of... All blocked off, okay. Like, you know, we have to have missed a floppy disk. I didn't investigate that door in the middle. Like, see if I could pull something out the way of it. That's one thing I didn't do. If I can move this. Because it's just a pram. Like, I could push that out of the way and get in that door. I could. There may be rooms that we haven't fully investigated.
Where can I find Dr.
Locked.
Thank you, Father.
Stay safe. Seeing you. That coffin has to be something. Okay, back to the other round. Just to do a quick loop and check everything in there. Because I feel like we should have the floppy disk. We'll do a proper loop backwards. Okay, we'll check out all sides of this room. There shouldn't be any monsters. Everything should be dead. I checked out the future in that room as well. There was a med kit and the castle problem. That was it. But I can check it out again. You know? Just to be safe. I'm dead. Maybe the monkey's different now that we've solved the puzzle. It's full of medicines. There's no guy hanging on this one. Whereas all the others have a hanging person. That's just a face mask, nothing else to do here. Dead person. Bad toilets will become better toilets in the future. A body bag. Door that we can't interact with and cannot even try to open. So it's not like we can open it from this side and it's open in the future. Why is there a monster in there now? Why is there a monster in there now? And just, why does he want me to kill it? Fuck. Why do I feel like that monster has what we need? Is it a gorilla? Oh, come on. Iframes. Shitty iframes. Okay, this sucks. Melee combat sucks. We've tempted fate enough. Okay, we saved some ammo. By fighting a monster that we really didn't need to fight, that wasn't in here earlier. And actually didn't give us anything. The worst part, didn't actually give us anything. But we beat him. Wasted some ammo though. Okay. So, will the coffin be open? There's no way I'm looking. Come on. What else to do? So, there was no key here. Back to the other realm. We'll check the tiny cupboard again. You know, just ammo that we desperately need. Wasted on a monster that we didn't need to fight. Go in here. The trouble with non-precise controls, you know, tank controls would be permanent between the cameras, but when they're not, and you know the camera angle changes and you're facing in a different direction, it just makes you go, oh, you're pushing up and up, it's now backwards, so you don't actually go where you want to go. Guess we're gonna be exploring, unless that is not the office needs. Right, so none of those look like the office. That's the office, but we need the door key. So don't know where we get. There's no office down there, but there's another door key, but we don't have the correct key, I don't think. And unless, you know, this key is multi-purpose and gets in all of those rooms. And there's no office down there, but there's a C. But the C is a traversal to another realm. Can't get in that. Had to check. Okay, so all the monsters in these rooms will probably be different as well then. Like, were those entrails always there? We can take the nuts out of that, but I don't think that helps in any way. We didn't kill all the monsters this way. So... Fuck. Crucifixion? Why did I get that achievement? We're getting injured. Okay, we missed some stuff. Right. Maria's infected with a rare disease. My 2 girls are missing, and my father has died. Upon my return from his business trip, I found the mansion surrounded by police. An officer in charge, without qualm, destroyed my entire world with cold words. Afterwards, they attacked me with annoying questions and did not let me see Maria until they finished. She appears dead in life. Her skin burnt by what seems to be radiation is falling apart. Her physiognomy. Her physiology would be correct. Has changed quickly into something ominous. Her eyes do not show their pupils, and the only sounds that come from her mouth are feral screams. She was tied to a hospital bed, hands and foot, after attacking 2 of the nurses. One was left with severe injuries. She does not recognize anyone, not even me. The more potent sedatives we administer, nothing to calm her. Do nothing to calm her. I know not what they did to her, but I will not stop until I find the cure from those responsible for this evil act will be punished. And there's a map. Many, many pages of law. As I crept quietly behind my father, the clock struck 1:30 a.m. I saw him enter the mausoleum after placing 3 elements of some kind on boards. He went through quietly. I followed him at a distance, trying not to make any sound, for I did not want to get caught. As mother's tomb, my father sank up to his knees and rested on his hands. The cold, sculptured mark of his life began praying. I felt guilty following him, seeing the cold and calculating man. I was about to leave when my father stood up and approached the angel statue. Mother's marble tomb moved slowly to the side and exposed a narrow staircase leading into the darkness. I climbed down the stairs. I hesitated for my legs not wanting to take another step, but I was able to stand and follow him down. Once inside, I heard metallic sounds and the echo of running water. A few moments later, I bumped into a ladder. I climbed down and found myself in a long stone tunnel covered with pipes and sewage that has father's silhouette. Turning a corner, followed him hurriedly. Before me appeared a huge metallic door and a group of men wearing strange suits like those worn to protect from radioactivity. Each carried a giant hammer. My father joined the group. They received by hitting their hammers together. A hospital bed on each side of the group carried what appeared to be bodies shot in sheets. My father put on one of the disturbing sheets. In my frightened stupor, I loosened a brick from the wall and smashed it against the floor with the sound of 1,000 buildings crashing down. I could feel their eyes turn to me as I fled back down the way I came. Their guttural voices screamed to catch me past the hammers. Maria has lost another child. This is the 3rd. I do not know how I find the strength not to falter, but I must be strong for both of us. Maria's condition worsens by the day. Her body may be damaged, but it's her mind that worries. Says not a word, and her eyes have stopped reacting when she is exposed to light. She no longer recognizes me and startles when I try to draw close. Oftentimes, she is so disorientated that she screams and breaks everything in her path. I can stop only with an injection. I know that my Maria, is still somewhere inside that damaged body. She worsens today. I witnessed an awful sight as I entered her room. She stood in a pool of blood, lashing her own back with a whip. I grabbed her by the wrist and she fought back while screaming at the top of her lungs. I called a paramedic to help Data and put stitches across her entire back. How could she do this to herself? What goes on inside her head? At least tonight she'll sleep soundly. My God, what have I done? I thought I wouldn't be able to believe this anymore. All this time I've refused to let hope grow inside my chest. But now I know Maria's pregnant again. I'm going to believe again for Maria, for little souls for me. You got her pregnant while she was out of her mind and not knowing who you are. And that sounds dodgy, mate. Today is the happiest day of my life. After all the suffering we've endured for the past few years, Maria, my beloved wife, has blessed me with two beautiful angels, even though she's out of her mind and screaming and killing herself. But there is more. After all this time, she has returned to me. She finally turns normal. I think he's a bad husband. She looks at me with her eyes wide, as if she had not seen me in years. Yet somehow you were having sex with her in this disturbed state and you made her pregnant. Like she was waking up from a dream while she was sedated, and you are a creep. That is not all. Something odd happened when I checked my watch to find the exact time at which the first baby Emma was born. As I opened the lids, the glass cracked and the hands utterly stopped. I do not think this event had to have some meaning or other. I am not a superstitious man, but I clearly just said that it was something worth noting, but now it's not. You know, just because maybe we need to use that for some puzzles. But Maria insists that it is designed. She has started using this hour as a lucky number and used it for everything. Page 4 is missing. We read page 5. We searched for the closest forest. Well, we read one half of it. And coast for more than 6 months, but have not found a thing. Not even a terra clothing. Authorities told me there's no point to keep looking for them. It hurts me to think they might be lost. Maria remains in a mental state that cannot describe. I've never seen anything like it before. This goes beyond any illness. It's more closely resembles a demonic curse. I still hold on to hope that Maria is somewhere inside the decaying being. Sometimes my doubts creep in. I want to cut her throat to stop the suffering, but sometimes inside me can't let her go. I need to find the cure. X marks the spot. It's mints. I have located my father's secret laboratory, hidden inside the secret passage in the morgue. The experiments are working. I was able to replicate Maria's condition by injecting her blood into a dying man from the hospital. I declared him dead on a medical report. No one let him pass in. He has begun to show all the first symptoms. If everything goes as planned, I'll be able to administer the first antidote before long, except he made the whole hospital full of these months. I faded into the forest, searching for something, anything, that I could find to lead my little girls. But, as usual, I found nothing. At dawn, I returned to the mansion and stood paralyzed in front of the door with one says, I cannot find the strength inside me to open it. But yet you kidnapped a girl and put her in the basement. At the same time with all of this. I genuinely believe that if I open the door and do not see them inside sleep soundly, I will not be able to keep on living. Okay, we already read that. Number 25 showed promising results, but only for a moment. After 5 minutes, the subject dissolved into a pool of blood. Nevertheless, I'm not discouraged after 5 years in experimenting to do progress. Okay, so, you know, we've slowly gathered extra pages. Clearly, we just gathered page 5, but I don't know if I read all the other pages or anything. We missed page 4, 7, and microscope and various medical items. We run all this way just to find some lore. Damn it. Just for lore. Okay, I was going to say, why can't I get into the anesthesia room? I can. Now the problem is... we really need to get to the dressing room to get out. Is there a monster? So I think that also confirms that the monsters that we didn't kill still exist. So it's probably good that we did kill them because it was badly burnt. If we didn't, there might be twice as many now. That's the boss room. And I don't think that's going to give us anything. Now, is this going to be a problematic? Okay, I considered baiting it and then jumping back, but then I was just like, just run. How injured are we? Ads. We've only got one morphine left. Also didn't explore this room. Do you see him? Fuck, fuck, fuck. I didn't want to trigger him, I was trying to be stealthy. He's still flexing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for us in here. Are we literally just walking out into the aggro range of this other monster? Well, we're past him. Sculpture grenades are including the sister.